guys, welcome to the pod.
The Bee Pod. I'm Peas,
And I'm Ladle.
and we've got a full ladle of peas just for you.
So let's get to it.
I said peas.
You said bees. Bees.
No, I didn't.
That P is backwards, by the way.
So he's showing off
His Hebrew, his tat.
his tat.
Quiz.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't the one that wrote them.
You were the one who told me what
I was
to
the one who
write.
requested, but I changed my mind 5 times, so I don't know which one is which. I don't even think I remember all their names. Azariah, Mishael, and Shadrach.
Nope.
Azariah,
Hananiah.
Mishael, and Azariah.
Azariah, Mishael, Hananiah. Azariah, Hananiah,
Shadrach, Meshach, and
Mishael.
Abednego would be their
It's
gross
Azariah, Hananiah,
Babylonian names.
Mishael.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Wednesday,
All right.
isn't it?
Hello, love.
Hello, love. Happy Wednesday, isn't it? It's a worship Wednesday.
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
Oh,
So-
and that's what I want. That's what I want to say to Maddie. I want to say, you are the man. Get off his horse. She would understand why that's funny.
Okay.
We'll talk about it on Friday.
Well, now you just revealed one who our guest is.
No, I
and two,
don't.
what
They
we're
don't know.
talking about.
I just they didn't hear that part, right? You can't rewind. They don't rewind things. It's fine. They don't know what it's talking about. So I have a few musical pet peeves, and we talked about this when we talked about clapping. But here's my first musical pet peeve.
Go.
I don't like it when people clap during live event music things.
We've already covered that.
No. We talked about why clapping could be bad and whether or not
We talked about how we don't like it
yeah.
in live music settings specifically.
Yeah,
a
but
concert hall, in between movements.
Yeah, but we talked
covered
about
all
in
that.
between movements. And then we talked about should we clap during worship. But we never talked about whether or not you should clap during a song, which is the one thing I've been thinking about every single episode since then. Just don't clap during songs because they have a drummer and they can do it. And usually crowds can't clap.
What if
but
they're clapping to bring glory to God?
then that doesn't bring glory when you're offbeat. Crowds can't.
What if they're not offbeat?
It's impossible. Crowds cannot clap on beat. It's almost
Maybe
physically
a crowd
impossible.
can't, but individuals can.
I can clap on beat because
Yeah, so
I'm a
it's okay
musician.
if I do it because I can clap.
but I
on-
wouldn't do it. The only reason that I clap during a live performance is because I'm just trying to correct the fact that no one else is doing it right. I just got you yawning. That was awesome.
I know, and I went.
So
Anyway.
I don't like it when people clap.
Okay. I don't like it when people are wildly out of tune. Like I can't say this because
You don't want to out someone.
yeah.
But what about
I know
people-
I know another person within the orchestra who sits next to another person within the orchestra who just is never in tune.
You mean literally playing the instrument?
Yes.
That's different. I
And their
thought you were talking
instrument
about like
is
singing.
always too sharp or too flat, and it drives me insane. And they're not ever the first chair of their section, and so during events, they're not the ones who are mic'd. But the people who do have microphones set up are forced to quit playing because of how terrible it sounds. And then you have nothing amplified because it all sounds bad.
I'm perfectly in tune. So it's not me.
On this episode of Factor Cap.
I thought you were talking about singing.
No.
Singing in
Have
tune.
you listened to the stinking violins, bro? You guys are never in tune. Be for real.
What are you talking about? I am in tune.
You
can
and Juliana
confirm.
may be the only ones.
Dang.
Because, yikes. You should have. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that. That's mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I really am. I love the people in the orchestra. I just think we really need to work on our intonation. I think there's some really great things that we can do to help with that I've pitched before, but we just haven't done. I've been told they're great ideas and that we should try them, and then it just hasn't
Doesn't
been done.
happen.
So anyway, that's one of my big ones, because it especially drives me nuts as somebody who is the first chair of my section, because I hear it so clearly sometimes, and then I have to stop playing. And it's just, I mean, and there's one other person in the orchestra who, I mean, always is never, it's almost like a half step off of the note they're supposed to be playing. Nearly. Not quite. They're in like the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what that's called. There's a word for it.
Flarp?
No, it's
A microtone?
Yeah. It's within the microtones, but it just, I mean, every time I'm like, and if only I was conducting, you know what I mean? I would just be like, stop. Fix that. Because what? Stop.
But what if it's a skill issue?
It's not, though.
No, but what if it's a skill issue?
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, what if they are not good enough to play that note in tune?
Right, but that is a string thing. Strings, you're literally physically placing your hands.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In clarinet land and in other woodwind land, you're literally hitting a button.
You can't hit the button wrong.
You can't hit the button wrong. I mean, you can, but at this point in your life, you should not be hitting the button wrong, and they certainly aren't. I watch them, but it's a matter of they've pulled out too much on the joints of their instruments, or they're pushed in too far, and they don't take the time to tune, and they don't know how to tune with an orchestra like we do. Also, that's my other pet peeve. We're supposed to be tuning to a clarinet, not to a violin, and it drives me insane that we do that, because any professional orchestra, any professional setting, you will have the orchestra tuned to an oboe, right? Agree? This is something you've noticed?
Well, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not noticed.
They tune to an oboe. When an oboe is not present, you tune to a clarinet. That's what we did in my high school. That's what you do in general if you don't have an oboe. And that's how it should be done. You should not be tuning to an instrument so fickle as a violin.
Fickle is quite a word. It's because we are confused on like the concertmaster leading the tuning. It's supposed to be the concertmaster stands, gestures to the oboe plays the A, and the whole orchestra tunes to that A one time. And then the concertmaster has tuned, or not even the concertmaster, or it is the concertmaster. He or she sits down, and the piece begins. Mm-hmm. But there's no, and that should how rehearsals go too. Mm-hmm. I don't think that it needs to be a performance only. I think the concertmaster enters the stage, takes a quick bow, turns, gestures to the oboe plays an A, whole orchestra tunes at one time to one A once, and then if she sits down.
That way you don't have people that are like tuning to their tuners and then don't tune to the rest, because that's another thing. When you only tune to your tuner and you're like, well, I'm in tune, but everybody else is on a different pitch than you, then you're the one who's wrong. It doesn't matter if you're like in tune, like by technicality. You have to go with what is given to you by the supposed oboe or clarinet in this case. And it also helps because what is in tune by your tuner isn't always going to be what's in tune for the temperature of the room that you're in. And so when the temperature is fluctuating, you can't rely on your tuner. You have to rely on what everybody else is sounding like as a collective. You know what I mean? And it drives me nuts when people are like, oh, well, I tuned at the beginning of practice, so I don't need to tune now. I'm like, no, stop. Sorry, did you tune everybody else? Didn't think so. And yep. It's the person who is tuning everybody. It's their job to have tuned before to their own individual tuner, piano, whatever it may be, that is at a set tone. Mm-hmm. So that when they play their concert A, or in some cases concert B flat, it is right on the point every single time.
Consistency. A solid bar for how you do it. I was just thinking about how much I would love to just go out, stand there and go, okay, we're going to play 1A for everybody, do it, and then I'm going to sit down. But I'm not in charge of that. So that's how it was in my high school when I was concertmaster the whole time. We never did Song of the
Awkward.
Week
Oh, we did.
again, so we got to do it now.
Wow.
I'll start because I need to give you time to find one. So, Song of the Week, mid-break. We're taking a dun dun dun. Hey, press the top middle one. Quick short intermission for the Song of the Week that we never did. I'm gonna play you the song that I have because I have one, and I'm going to just click right straight to it right now. Because that would be the best thing for me to do because I am very on point. Oh, I know what I'm gonna choose. This song is called Vamp by Kenny Clark. It's got Barney Willen. Milt Jackson, Percy Heath. I know you're saying, what in the world? But I thought he only plays Gable Price and Friends and Cody Johnson. This is true. Country and some Christian rock has kind of been my normal. But right now, I've been listening to a lot of jazz, and I love jazz, and so that is one piece that I love to listen to. And now, the lovely Miss Ladle is going to tell me. I don't know much about that piece, so I can't tell you whether or not like the history on it or anything. So I apologize. But the lovely Miss Ladle is now going to tell me about the thing that you are going to tell me about, this piece that you have. Also, why do things get taken off of Spotify? Like a bunch of these are all gray because I can't play them. They're off of Spotify, and I just always wonder why that is.
I don't know which one to choose is my problem.
Oh, okay. Well, I can choose for you.
I've been really into 60s music lately.
Oh, that's right. Okay, how about this? I'm going to play two 60s, a piece from two different 60s songs. Okay, you know what I mean. And I'm going to play them.
I could go October,
and
but
you should...
at the point this is playing, it will not be the day after Halloween, so...
This is true. Reformation Day. I'm going to play these two songs, and I just want to know what you think about them.
Oh, no.
because-
No.
Why? Why not? I thought you wanted to.
Just gotta make
play
sure that these
things.
don't have any bad words in them.
Okay, well, I wanna play these pieces for you, because this is really one of my favorite 60s songs.
Put your head on my shoulder, hold me in your arms, baby. Squeeze me oh so tight, show me that
Hey, who
you
sings this song?
love me too.
Paul Anka. Paul Anka.
Should let him
Let him
sing
do it. Yes, so that's put your head on my shoulder by
what's the
Paul
next
Anka.
one? What's your second?
My second one is probably
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo.
where's the thing that...
All right, this is one of my favorite songs of all time.
So that's Kokomo by the Beach Boys, by the way. That's also another great
You aren't
60s
gonna
song.
believe this when I say it.
Are you gonna tell me what it is?
Yeah, it is a very, very well-known song. One of my all-time favorites. I enjoy singing this song because
no.
I can have fun with it.
Okay.
And as Aretha Franklin would say, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. find out what it means to me. Respect by Aretha Franklin.
I know.
Okay.
Did you know that a man wrote that song?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Didn't we hear that
then-
recently from somebody? Were you there?
Yeah.
No, you weren't there. I was listening to a sermon about what Here it is. Here it is. Anyway, so I was listening to a sermon because we were talking about the different roles different things that men or women need in a marriage and in a relationship, and respect is a huge thing for men that they need in a relationship. And I think it was Brian Loritz that was talking about how that song was actually written by a man who wanted that. And
yeah, but it was chosen to be sung and performed by Aretha and her gals because of the time that it was in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the late 60s at this point, I think. I don't know exactly.
It was
Maybe, the late 60s.
67 it looks. Oh no, wait, no, that's when Otis died.
What?
The song was written, or that's why. Can we just get when? Wikipedia, help me out. It was released in 65.
Okay, so mid 1960s.
Yeah, mid to late.
Civil rights, equality for women, all huge things that are happening. So for a black woman to be singing this song was like
Pretty
controversial.
Yeah.
Like big time controversial. Attracted a lot of attention. Also attracted a lot of like positive attention because of it. Attracted a lot more negative attention because of it, but that's like why it was chosen for her.
Yeah.
To sing. But it was written for a man to sing. But I'm very glad that Aretha was the one to do it because she ate and left no crumbs. So.
Period.
Have you seen those videos where it's like, you should try this dressing, Dad, it's really zesty, and then the dad will like get a little dip of the dressing and he's like, oh, it's so zesty.
What? Oh no. Oh, the stream deck died on me, by the way.
Oh no. So it's on you for the rest of the time?
I mean we're wrapping it up here, so.
I know, but you'll have to do the outro then.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk about though? Any other
musical pet peeves,
musical
if you
pet
will.
peeves?
Well,
or things that you wished people knew?
No, just as a musician, make sure you're taking the time to actually be a musician. And if you're in the audience, just be considerate. Like if your baby's crying, take it out to the lobby. Like they almost always 9 times out of 10 have like a television, a monitor of some sort playing it in the lobby so that you can take your crying baby or your toddler or your crying husband out to the lobby and deal with it out there so you're not disturbing everybody else.
Wow, that was crazy.
What?
That you just said that.
Why?
Crying husband.
It's true. Anyway, that wraps it up, I suppose, for us today.
Don't clap between movements.
Yeah.
But we know that.
And if you're in an orchestra or band, oh, no.
What? An orchestra or band?
No, you doing the little tap thing. I hate that. While I'm talking, especially. Anyway, you're doing the outro,
Sorry.
so don't let me wrap it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I can do what I want, woman. Okay. I hope you had fun. Come back on Friday to listen to our special guests and talk about fun things. And then I hope that come back on that for the thing, the person to get another heaping healthy ladle of peace. Bye, guys.